Rise and shine, everyone. Thank you for joining us on air and streaming on the KARE 11 app here on your Wednesday morning, your hump day. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Cece Gaines. We mentioned how Vikings training camp is heating up. We're also heating up as well. Today's going to be a little bit muggier than yesterday.
It is, but what's nice is when you're waking up, it's at least decent. It's that afternoon when you get off work, Courtney, when things kind of get a little muggy.
That is such a good point. If you're somebody who leaves work around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, you're walking out to your car and you're walking through the heat and the humidity, and it's just kind of a bummer. Also a little bit hazy, but if you have the opportunity to get out first thing in the morning, it actually feels pretty good. 73 right now. Look at that red sun in the background. So it's a little bit hazy, not impacting the air quality too much. So that's the good news, but definitely a little bit of haze out there. That'll continue into the afternoon. Overall, a very similar start to yesterday morning, although dew points for the Twin Cities are up by about 5 degrees. And there are also pockets of fog this morning. Look at Bemidji struggling with the visibility, but in the Twin Cities, we are clear. You shouldn't have any problems with fog on the roadways. Megan?
All right, good morning. That is good news. Fog always causes some issues out there on the roads. Wanted to take you live here to 35E southbound here. This is in the St. Paul area near Shepherd Road. You can see here northbound lanes, there's still 2 lanes open, but the southbound lanes, due to some construction in this area, reduced to 1 lane. So we do sometimes see some congestion here as traffic picks up throughout the morning. But right now things are moving along just fine out there. And this construction is also supposed to wrap up this fall. A lot of the construction projects are. I know a lot of people are probably very eager for those construction projects to end. Here's a look at your big map here this morning. Not really seeing any red or yellow out on the map. So no slowing, no crashes out there. It's been a very quiet morning so far. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Be back after 6:15 with another look.
Megan, thank you. Let's get back to that breaking news. Right now, the city of St. Paul is working with an outside law firm investigating allegations of whether Mayor KARE sexually harassed city employees.
The investigation stems from a formal complaint lodged by Police Chief Axel Henry. Audrey Russo is live at St. Paul City Hall with all the details. Audrey.
Good morning. Because this is an active investigation, the city didn't offer us much by way of a comment when we reached out late last night. But the city spokesperson did tell us that the mayor has deep respect for city employees and regrets any unintended impact her actions may have had. Now, this is all coming to light now, but the first signs of action by Police Chief Axel Henry came in the form of this memo dated back to April 1st. Now, in it, the attorney representing Chief Henry alleges that her texted inappropriate comments to city employees, including police officers. The memo provided one lone example of a picture. We're not showing it here, but a description is on our website. Chief Henry's attorney went on to say, quote, Chief Henry is not only seeking to address the wrongdoing, but also to create a measure of protection for his team, signaling that such conduct will not be tolerated. Now, Chief Henry's attorney didn't have a comment for us really when we reached out last night. He said that the chief is focused on solving crime. That's his main concern right now. We also reached out to the independent law firm that's conducting the investigation. We're still waiting to hear back from them. And again, you can read more details of the allegations on our website, KARE11.com. Back to you.
Audrey Russo live this morning for us at City Hall. Thanks for that update.
And of course, still a lot to learn in this case. We're going to be sure to follow the latest developments on air, online, and streaming on the KARE 11 app. Well, I-35E northbound is back open right now after a rollover crash blocked the lanes for about an hour overnight. Take a look at this video from the scene. You can see a truck flipped upside down with debris spread across the lanes. This happened in White Bear Township near County Road H2. Right now, we're waiting for details from State Patrol about how many people were involved and how they're doing.
Take a look at these brand new numbers from the National Weather Service on the tornado that ripped through the Fox Cities Monday afternoon. They're now rated the storm as a EF3 with wind speeds up to 140 miles per hour. The tornado was on the ground for 20 minutes, creating a path of destruction 12 miles long. People in the area describing the damage like a war zone. This morning, the governor of Wisconsin declaring a state of emergency. Multiple fire services, law enforcement, public works, and volunteer organizations are on the ground helping with recovery. Nearly 6,000 people are still without power this morning. Meanwhile, new help is now available for people recovering from the tornado that touched down near Detroit Lakes earlier this month. Minnesota Realtor secured a $20,000 disaster relief grant for homeowners and renters affected by the EF2 tornado. Qualifying households can get up to $1,000 for temporary housing or property damage. Applications are open now and must be submitted by September 9th.
If you're thinking about heading north, some good news for you this morning. Trails and campground in the Superior National Forest is open once again after those huge wildfires. Officials say there's been enough rain lately to suppress fire conditions. This comes just days after officials announced a partial reopening of the Boundary Waters. 41 different entrance points in the central and eastern part of the BWCA will reopen for day and overnight use tomorrow. Permits for all other entry points have been canceled through August 3rd.
In just a few hours, thousands of people from around South Carolina will come together to remember Senator Lindsey Graham. The Republican died suddenly earlier this month at 71. Today's funeral service will include a flyover, a procession, and a private family burial. This is video from the senator's memorial service in D.C., which was less than 24 hours ago. Hundreds of people packed the Washington National Cathedral, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. In a speech, President Trump said Graham died doing the work he was born to do.
Now back here at home, we are less than 2 weeks out from primary day, and one race that's flying under the radar right now is the battle for the Democratic nomination in Congressional District 2. The bulk of it includes southern metro counties, Scott, Dakota, and a portion of Washington. The three major DFL candidates in this race are State Senator Matt Klein, former State Senator Matt Little, and State Representative Kayla Berg. This is the seat left open by Congresswoman Angie Craig, who is running for Senate.
When I got into politics at the state level 10 years ago, it was because of the experiences of my patients. And what they're telling me now is that they can't afford their lives. They're fearful for our democracy. They're tired of all the chaos.
I'm not afraid of taking on Trump, and I'm not going to hold back, and I'm pretty unabashed about that. And so we're telling people, pick a fighter. And I'm the only fighter in the race.
I am the only woman in the race, and I'm the only working class candidate in the race. And we are seeing real energy and momentum behind our campaign, people who see themselves in their choice for a representative.
The Republican candidate in this race, State Senator Eric Pratt, does not have any serious primary challengers. If you still have questions about the candidates and the races, we put together a voter's guide to help you prepare. Just go to KARE11.com/vote to check it out.